Well, howdy YouTube. It's your friendly neighborhood chef, Shaytree. Yep. Well, guys, if you want to find out, this is how I do this, getting a transmission ready to get put into a front-wheel drive Ford. Well, I've had to do a little finagling with this thing a little bit, because this is the first time I've ever done a van like this. I've done Tauruses in the past, like this. A Taurus isn't as tall, so I can actually get it off the back of the trailer and jack it up high enough. Shoot, I usually have a Taurus, the bottom of the car is usually about right in here, so I can get it up high enough. Well, van, I'm limited to space now. I gotta watch where the hood hits the door, and actually where the top hits. The top, right there. So I had to do a little finagling. But anyways, when there was more weight on the front of this thing too. So what happened was, I thought to myself, well, I'll get this thing set up. I'll go ahead and put blocks underneath the frame. Because usually on a Taurus, I can get this thing high enough to where I could put the jack stands on the back here and put it underneath the frame with jack stands. Well, I couldn't get this thing up high enough to put a jack stand underneath it, so I just used wood blocks. Well, when I went to lower this thing down, there's so much weight on the back end of this trailer that it actually put the trailer down on the concrete just about, and it brought it way down. So I decided to myself, and it actually picked the back of my truck up off the trailer. My truck was up off the ground almost with the weight on the back of this thing. So what I decided to do is go ahead and put the blocks underneath the trailer. Well, did that, and I thought, well, I'll do something different. I'll just go ahead and put the jack stands underneath the frame, because if you can see, that's how far back the subframe comes, is bolted into. So I put the jack stands far enough back to where now I have plenty of room under here to get this done. As you can see here, I got the jack stand under here. I'll get under here. And there's the subframe bolt. So I'm clear of everything. I got plenty of room to work here. And yeah, it's time to get this dang thing out of here. Got all kinds of room to work here now. When I do a car, it's up a lot higher. I have a lot more room to work with, but I'll have to deal with this best I can right now. So anyways, what else I wanted to show you real quick, I'm going to get up. For most of this job, I'm going to try to use the Sevum impact gun. So, be ready for that. I'll see how this thing works out. We'll go ahead and take the lug nuts off of here. These lug nuts have been on here for a while. Yeah, it's taking them off quite nicely. So it's taking them off fairly easy. Not too bad. So there we go. I will test this Sevum out on the axle nuts. So when I get to that, we'll see if the Sevum can take them axle nuts off. So I'll get back with you guys. I actually want to put this in this video here real quick. And everybody that knows watches my videos, I use cheap tools. Well, I use Craftsman. I don't have the money for Snap-on or Milwaukee or DeWalt. This Craftsman right here I bought for 80 bucks. And at the time, Lowe's had a sale going on where you buy the tool, you get a battery and charger for free. So basically, well, I think it's a 4 amp hour battery. This 2 amp hour battery come on something else. But anyways, you get a free 4 amp hour battery and charger with the purchase of a thing. So I got it for 80 bucks. Well, I was on a live stream last night. The guy was on there and says, well, yeah, but how many times are you going to use a Craftsman before it blows up? Well, I'll tell you what, guys. I've used this Craftsman here for a year now. And you can see, it's worn. I mean, I've used it, you can tell. And I'll actually show you how to put it to work. I mean, really, I'm doing a transmission bolt here, or getting onto, real quick. And I'll show you how good it really is. I can get in here. Well, now. The kid still can't do it. But anyways, I can get it. Oh, there we go. No effort whatsoever. Took the bolt right out. No effort whatsoever. So, you know, everybody wants to down on Craftsman, and, you know, because they're cheap tools. Well, I beg to differ. This little $80 Craftsman will do the same exact job as what a $200 Milwaukee will do. So, proof is in the pudding. I saved myself 120 bucks and have the same tool that the Milwaukee will do just as well. So there you go, guys. I just wanted to show that here real quick, and proof is in the pudding. You can do the same job with cheaper tools. So I just wanted to throw this in there, guys. Okay, here we go, kids and doubters. See them. Pittsburgh Impact socket. We'll get in here. We are on a, I hope we get shine some light on the subject, maybe. We are on a ball joint bolt. Let's see if this, see if we'll take this off. Well, looky there. Well, you know, let's see if we got it off. Lord have mercy. What a piece of junk. Okay, we'll do the axle nut. Cheap Cummins chrome vanadium steel socket, 30 millimeter. See of them. Well, looky there, guys. It might have took a few hits to get her loose, but guess what? It took her off. So yeah, there's a axle nut. So let's go on around the other side. Do that. Oh, I didn't flash the surprise, but for shits and giggles, I'll show you the Boss Freak. Half drive anvil, but this Boss Freak won't even touch this thing. Yeah, I knew the Boss Freak wouldn't do it. But we'll get the Craftsman here. Well, good old Craftsman. Whoop, wrong way. Help it. Even the Craftsman's struggling to do it. My hand's falling asleep. The threads must be jammed on this thing or something. Well, I'm going to put some more looby-dooby on this. Well, as you can tell, the threads are pretty rusty on this thing, so, I mean, what can you... It's a struggle. She's coming slowly but surely. So you can see what it does, but anyways, I'll get this thing off of here real quick. There it is. Well, looky there, look at them threads. There's no wonder they wouldn't come off. Look at that. Threads are stripped. Well, I can get the thing back on here where it should. So that's why I was struggling. Threads are stripped. They're not very in good shape. Anyways, there you go. Real world work here. When you don't have the big tools to do it with, you gotta struggle sometimes. But yeah, it still took it off. So after it's done, the nose cone of the sievum isn't real hot, but my Craftsman is pretty warm. Nose cone on the Craftsman is pretty warm. So before anybody downs the Craftsman and say, "Oh, the Milwaukee could have done it faster. It would have done it like that. The Snap-on would have really took it off like that." Don't forget, this Craftsman's only rated at 425 foot-pounds. So you're looking at a quarter of the abilities of what the Milwaukee will do. So the Craftsman still got it. It struggled. I mean, it struggled, yes, okay, but it still got it. Milwaukee, yeah, probably would have done it faster, got it quicker, but still, you're looking at a $500 deal versus a $125 deal. Well, this is normally $200. I got it for $125. So for cost-wise, for my sake, it's been a very good impact gun. And look, I have actually dropped this thing. Look at that. Batteries are exposed on it. This thing has fallen off my tool cart off. It's been up on cars and fallen off. It still works. So 3 years going strong on this bad boy. So yeah, it is what it is. Okay, let's go with motor mount bolts here with the sievum. No problem. There's one. And get back to the other one. And now here's number 2. Sievum. Where's that sievum? Number 2. Nope, not gonna get that one. Am I on it? Yeah, I'm on it. See the rust coming out of it, maybe. Well, maybe not, but yeah, there's a lot of rust coming out of that one. But it got it. There we go. Good to go. Okay, motor mount number 3. As you can see, it's right down there. Got my thing on there and see what this bad boy will do. Get it on there. It's got it. So there you go. Real world work here, guys. None of them fancy torque meters, blah blah blah. This is actual work of what it'll do. What it'll truly do in a working application. So there you go. Did all the motor mounts just fine. So guys, I'm 15 minutes into this video now. I just thought I'd, give you a show of how I'm getting this thing set up to get this thing out. Show you a little work on some inferior tools, cheap tools. That's all I use. I'm doing the same exact job as what anybody else would do with their high dollar stuff. I just wanted to get that in here, show you guys what I'm doing and how I do it. So I'm going to cut this video off now, and I'll get this thing ready to drop out of here. So that's enough for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, watching me work on this thing, show you how I do it. So we'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. This is Chef Shade Tree. Yeah, give me them subscribers. Share, like, comment, everything else. Thanks, guys.